What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the LD world. We see the comments down below and we see that a lot of people are moving to Barcelona.
Yes.
So before you made the move, we decided to do a video to give you a heads up on a couple of things. But you guys know what to do before we start the video. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps out the channel and it really helps us get this information out there so more people can be prepared for their big move.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it.
Let's do it. What's the first thing?
Something that you need to know when moving to Barcelona is the taxes are high and the income, depending on what you're doing, can be pretty low.
Yeah, you definitely, I feel like we made the mistake of not looking into the taxes properly.
Yes.
And it obviously depends on if you're working for yourself or if you're working for a Spanish company, it's different. So just make sure that you do your research and check the taxes, and the income is lower. At least, you know, it depends on where you're coming from, but if you're coming from the US or Iceland.
So yeah, just make sure you do your research and look into it to know exactly what the taxes are, because if it is higher than what you may expect it to be, that may kind of change your mind on the move.
And also another thing that I just thought of is if you're working for yourself, look into like what you need to pay for like health insurance, and there are extra fees that
there are extra fees.
Because I know that if you're working for a Spanish company, they cover that. But if you're working for a company like in the US or just not in Spain, or you're working for yourself, then yeah, you need to
look into it. Basically, just go online, do an in-depth Google search, and you can find most of the information in there. And make sure to get in contact with a lawyer to get everything in detail.
Yeah. The next thing that we want to talk about is the deposit for the apartments and the bills. So it's obviously two different things, but the deposit is very, very high here. I don't know of another country that has the deposit this high. The deposit of the apartments is really, really high, and I really don't know of another country that does it like this. But basically you have to pay the agency fee, which is, I think it's more than 1 month of the rent. So it's like 10% of the yearly rent. And then you have to pay the agency fee. And yeah, it's just a lot of fees when you first move in. In the US, it's different. No, you just pay like a flat fee.
Yeah, depending on, for the most part.
Yeah, obviously it depends on, you know, the apartment complex and stuff. But yeah, it's very high. And also another thing to consider is the bills. The bills currently, right now in 2023 in Spain.
Currently, right now.
I said that.
You did.
I probably said that because you told me that, because I haven't done that before.
Yeah, I've never heard you do it before.
The bills are very, very high, especially the electric bill.
It's frustrating, and I don't understand why.
Spiked. Yeah.
Like, back in the States, we had a 2-bedroom place, 2-bathroom, bigger place, central heating, all kinds of stuff. And our electric bill is not as high as it is here.
And we were running that 24/7.
Yes.
So it's very,
we don't do anything.
We don't even use a heater.
In fact, I think I can see better in the dark than I can in the light. We don't use light. We really don't. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm over here stuttering because I'm trying to think about how I don't get it.
Yeah, and we're trying to wash like once, twice a week. Like, our bill is really, really high for it just being us, like the two of us. I don't understand. So just be aware of that. If you have a bigger family, I feel bad for you for having to pay the bills.
Yeah, the dude's always walking around telling me what we can't use, and I'm like, so maybe we should just live outside, because we can't use nothing in this apartment to try to prevent our bills from being high.
We can if you want to pay like a 300.
Yeah, and I don't.
Euro,
so just keep that in mind whenever you move down here. It's completely different. I don't know if you can find out what your bills are going to be beforehand, or if there's a way that you can speak to the electric company.
There definitely is a way to lower the bills.
Well, we need to hop on it.
Yeah, we just...
It's just kind of dealing with the customer service and the language barrier. It takes some time. So if you can have somebody do that for you, recommend it. If not, Good luck.
Good luck.
Yes. So with the bills being in mind, with the bills. I did it again.
I was looking at you like, is he just gonna keep going or is he gonna?
Yeah, I did it again. Since we're on the topic of bills and kind of your apartment and flat, keep in mind when you move here that everything's a little bit smaller.
I will.
Everything's a little bit smaller, especially in the city. They don't take space for granted here. You're not gonna be in the same huge place that you were in, depending on where you came from. Everybody's coming from different locations. I'm talking about from the States. The bills, as far as your rent, might be a little bit lower, maybe, but your place is gonna be a little bit smaller. I've also seen some small places with higher rent. So
yeah, it's just they obviously you can find a bigger place, but the thing is they just design everything smaller here.
mm-hmm.
And even like we have visited so many apartments where we could barely walk into the bathroom.
Oh yes.
Like it was so small.
Yes.
And the in one place the toilet was under the shower head. Do you remember?
I will never forget that. Yeah, that's a true
Like
story.
What?
2 birds,
that,
1 stone.
Yeah, that
Take a
just,
poop
that
and
blows
shower.
my mind. Ugh. So you're just wet. Ugh. That's.
But I will
like
say this, that is just our experience here in Barcelona. Outside of the city, it might be different. And in different cities in Spain, they're starting to build more modern type buildings.
Yeah, and obviously also if people are looking into houses and stuff, then it's completely different. But
So that's just like in the city in Barcelona. Different cities are different in Spain. We're starting to see things on Instagram and all throughout social media that there's like apartment complexes and this city down here, so on and so. I don't know how we didn't look into that. But, you know, it is what it is.
But yeah, we have things that are smaller
And the washing
also,
machine is typically in the kitchen. That blew my mind when I first moved here. I didn't...
Yeah. You want to talk about a washing machine?
This is just our washing machine, but we'll tell the story. Our washing machine, we gotta pray every time we use it. We don't know if it's gonna work. We don't know if it's not.
If it's gonna work for a minute and then shut off.
And then you gotta restart it.
And you can only fit like 5 hoodies in there and that's it.
Yeah, I'm happy we have a washing machine.
We're
But it's a
looking
little
at the
challenging to
positives.
work with. It's a little challenging to work with, but yeah, the washing machines are in the kitchen. I've never seen anything like that before I came to Spain and was traveling around. I was like,
Yeah.
so you can wash and cook.
And also a lot of places here don't have dryers. Like
Oh,
most
yeah.
people hang
Oh,
their
yeah.
stuff outside, so
I think everybody
start
does that.
preparing if you don't do that.
Yeah, I like it.
Practicing.
It was an adjustment for me coming from the States, but I like it better now because my clothes don't shrink,
Yeah.
and it's usually not like it
And they
usually doesn't get
last
super
longer.
faded. They last longer. It doesn't mess up the material. You do have to air dry your clothes, so that keep that in mind. In a smaller place, that your clothes have to be air dried. So if you don't have a good balcony to air dry something, and you have to dry it inside, and you just kind of like trying to
I think
move
that's
around
very. I
your
think
drying.
I
rack.
really like that about our apartment. Is in the back we have a place to hang our clothes.
You know, our apartment just has space. We got really blessed with our apartment. Like, we have space.
Yeah.
And that's something that you don't see a lot. So whenever we walked in and saw it, it was like, oh, we can move without bothering each other? Yeah, we're going to get this.
Yeah.
So like
Like.
while we're on the topic of bills, apartment, everything, keep in mind that the city is growing. People are moving in month after month, day after day. It's getting expensive.
So much more expensive than when I
Yes.
lived here 5 years ago. Like it is insane. Like everything.
You had a place for what?
Even
like 800
since
euros?
Yeah. Even since we moved here like 1.5 years ago, a little less than that. The eggs have gone up.
The what?
The eggs. Don't do that.
I really don't. I really didn't know what you said. The ags.
The eggs.
So ags are going up in Barcelona. Whatever those are. Ags. Gosh, dog, I never heard you say that.
What do you mean you've never heard me say eggs, babe?
I heard you say eggs, but you said ags. I never
Eggs.
heard it. Well, we're getting off
Okay.
topic. All right, let's go. Ags.
Food is going up. Everything.
Girl said eggs.
Everything is going up, literally.
Everything is going up. I remember when we first moved down here, the price of chicken was about €5. The price of a pack of chicken breast. When I started my training program, it went up to $7.50 per kilo.
That's what I was thinking about. The eggs. The eggs.
Just don't even.
No, but that's why I mentioned that, because I can see that I was buying eggs the other day and I was like, what just happened?
Yeah. I bought eggs from the homie down the street, and it was €4 and it went up to a whole 5. And I'm just like, these eggs aren't worth getting 5. I might as well go down to the street.
Yeah, everything is getting expensive here.
I don't know if that's just Barcelona. I'm hearing that everything is getting expensive as far as food and energy around all of Europe and the States.
But the thing is, I saw this comment on the Facebook group, and it's so true. Things are going up, but the income in Spain is still so low. So if you are moving here and you're getting a job in Spain,
keep that in mind.
Think about a lot of things. Yeah.
The eggs are getting expensive. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm gonna make fun of you about that all day today. That was the first time I heard eggs.
Hey,
I thought you were talking about Facebook ads.
Ads?
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. You said the ads are getting expensive. I'm like, Facebook ads are always expensive.
The next thing that we want to talk about is maybe not a big deal for a lot of people, but when you move here, keep in mind that the language is not Spanish, it's Catalan. And if you are moving here with kids, they're going to the public schools, they're going to speak Catalan.
Yeah.
And I have actually heard also that, I saw this in another Facebook group, that the reason why people sometimes don't talk to you back when we go to the store and we try to speak Spanish is because we're not speaking Catalan.
Yeah.
And they don't appreciate us speaking a
a
different language that...
Yeah. We talked about this in our previous videos, is that Barcelona is actually Catalonia, and they're trying to get their independence from Spain. So a lot of people do speak Catalan. Now, that's not saying that people don't speak Spanish
here. They all speak Spanish.
Yes, but so definitely learn Spanish so you can kind of navigate Spain, because when you come here, you're probably going to travel. So learn Spanish, but just know that
the language here
is Catalan.
They're
going to talk to you in Catalan, and you're going to be like, wait, but I've been studying Spanish, and I know Spanish. Why can't I understand anything these people are saying? Yeah. Because most likely it's Catalan. If you're outside of the city... they're only going to speak Catalan. So that's pretty much it on that. So just know that there's 2 languages here.
And there's one that they prefer, which is not Spanish.
I recommend studying Spanish though.
Oh,
because that's like not universal.
But what I'm saying is you're moving to
a Catalonian speaking city.
Yeah. And they would appreciate people speaking Catalan. But
the only thing I know is merci.
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 Yes. Before we go into our last thing that we want to talk about is, I want to mention this. Again, we mentioned this in a lot of videos, but that is...
keep hammering it down so you get...
And that is to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
So if you're moving here, if you're traveling here, I don't care. If you come to Barcelona, just don't put your headphones in. I'm being dead serious.
We saw it the other day.
Don't put your headphones in. Don't put your headphones in when you're biking. It's illegal. They're gonna fine you. Like, be aware of your surroundings, because there's just a lot happening in the city. You don't know the people around you. There's a lot of pickpocketers, and it's just...
You don't really get a lot of help. So it's like, if your stuff goes, they're gonna come talk to you and be like, well, you should have watched the LD World's YouTube video warning you for keeping an eye on your belongings. Be aware. It's city life. Don't come here thinking you living in the land of milk and honey. It's city life. It's going to be wild. So just be aware of your surroundings.
The last and the...
Which is?
Oh, don't even make me pronounce it.
Try it. You already messed up with eggs.
Bureaucracy. Was that good?
You can say that better than eggs. Okay.
That's because I was really trying.
So the
bureaucracy.
I don't know why that's a difficult word for me to say. Bureaucracy. Yeah.
Just look it up.
It's a little challenging.
It's bad here, and...
It's challenging, especially if you don't know Spanish or Catalonian.
I can't really speak a lot on this topic. I just want you guys to research it.
Yeah.
Like, it's really bad in Spain, and it's one topic that's always mentioned in the Facebook group.
Because nobody expects it. You think that you're just gonna come here and just walk right into everything, and it's like, no, it's not that easy.
It's really not.
Yeah. There's a specific group of people who don't have to deal with the bureaucracy of Spain because they're transferred here and their job is dealing with it all. But then there's the majority who wants to live the good life and be like, oh, I'm just gonna up and move, like us. And when you're here and you're like, I'm living here and I have to deal with the actual life of this, it's
interesting.
Yeah, it can be pretty challenging. So, like everything, do your research, watch YouTube videos, go on the internet, Google it, get in contact with a lawyer, do everything you can do before you move. If you're here studying, know that you can only be here for as long as you study. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna move there to study and then just live there forever. It doesn't work like that. Just know what you're getting into before you decide to make the move, and everything will work out easily. So I think that's probably one of the shortest videos we've done in a while.
I know. But I felt like we were pretty straight to the point.
Yeah, that's all. We just gotta get to it. We are gonna film a video in the future talking about the requirements for getting an apartment here in Spain.
Yeah.
For renting, just for renting. Not owning anything, just for renting. And we're gonna tell you guys the best website to look that information up on. So, if you guys are looking forward to that, you know what to do. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you guys right back here later on.
Hunted 1,000 seashells, a million miles from shore. Made my thoughts relax. I never worried about being more. Knew all those things that I knew, yet